That's mom. Huh? Is Bent Neck gonna make an appearance? Jesus. This episode is titled The Twin Thing. Is there a twin in their family?
They never believe me. They don't even believe me about you. You believe me, don't you, Abigail?
Holy she hangs out with him. Yes, I wanted the next episode to be about him. Because he's the one I've been looking forward to the most. So he doesn't only just see her, they actually converse. This is crazy.
When I was a kid, my brother taught me how to spot faces in clouds. I could pull a face out of a lot of things. Water, mud, leaves. You know, I get a little older, I start messing around with liquor and drugs, and I was going down all the wrong roads.
AA meeting?
I joined the service, you know, thinking it would straighten me out, and it did.
Until you got out.
2004, my second tour in Iraq, my company secured the ruins of a bombed-out hospital in Baghdad. We came across this little Iraqi girl. I mean, she was burnt up, dead. You know. See, the thing is, most folks don't know what happened. Most folks don't know what happens to eyeballs in a fire.
Jesus Christ.
In the right kind of fire, they can melt, like runny eggs on black skin. I mean, that me out pretty bad. Anyway, 6 months later, I'm back in the States, and pretty soon I start seeing that little dead girl's face everywhere. It's in the clouds, it's in the dark, on fabric, it's everywhere, you know.
PTSD.
That little girl's charred body and melted eyes running down her cheeks. Pretty soon, before I know it, I'm using again. So one night, I drop a little acid, and there she is. I mean, it's growing out of the goddamn wallpaper, you know? I mean, and she's staring at me.
Damn.
Eyeless even, I could tell. So I grabbed this knitting needle, you know, and all I could think about was how to make it stop. Seemed like a good idea at the time. So then I'm blind.
He up his own eyes.
Thing is I still see her. Oh, I can't see anything else. I see her. Crispy kid with the runny egg eyes.
Jesus.
24/7, I see her face. I see it now. I'm here. 2 months I've been clean. So too late. I leaned on my habit to get rid of that face, and my habit made sure that I never would.
God.
That's why I'm here. 2 months.
I mean, leave it to a show like Haunting of Hill House to actually put respect and care that it takes to talk about addiction and a lot of the genuine reasons behind why people even try, why people even use, you know, and treat it not as a way to like demonize people who are using. And yes, all the things that he saw in that house, I'm like, I can't wait to see how the show attached it to maybe some of the causes of his addiction or him using. And this beautiful cold open, I don't even know what to call it, this veteran story is just perfect.
Any of our newbies want to share?
Come on, Luke.
Luke, how about you?
Please.
I didn't follow that. You kidding me?
Would anyone like to take a newcomer chip? How about 30 days clean? 60? 90?
Wow.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Luke, addict.
Hi.
I actually don't know what I want to say here. You know, I've never had this much time before.
Wow. Proud of you.
So here goes.
1, 3.
Who is that girl that Luke keeps seeing?
That's him, the man I saw in the basement.
Well, your mother and I searched the entire basement, pal, and there's nothing down there. It's normal for kids to have imaginary friends, nightmares.
What?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
This house is bad, Dad. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone seen Nellie?
You know, she was just here.
Oh, it's okay. I just thought she might like these cool old buttons I found upstairs.
Buttons?
Can I have the hat?
I think it's too big for you, honey.
I don't know. You'll grow into it. Big boys, they know the difference between what's real and what's imaginary. You like it?
He loves it.
Well, how do you know that?
It's a twin thing.
Oh, they are twins. Did we know that? They are twins. It makes so much sense why Nelly always had always sided with him, even when he was being dropped up at rehab, or anytime someone speaks bad about him, or even when he didn't show up to her wedding. Well, he did, but and how that she said it would have been perfect, it makes sense that they're twins. It's a twin thing.
What do you see?
Mom and Dad sitting in reading chairs that face each other. Smaller ones for 3 kids share an open center for play.
Dream house.
Kids' books are on the lower shelf, so even a little boy with a wheelchair can reach his favorites.
That got really specific.
I see an accident waiting to happen if you don't pull those down. Bodies swinging back and forth right there.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
I've burned Shirley for thousands of dollars. Like to feel like it was my job. Stolen from Steve on countless occasions. I broke Lily's heart, missed her wedding. I've even robbed my asshole of a father, though that one doesn't exactly keep me up at night.
Being from your mother on her deathbed.
Probably would have, but she didn't really give me a chance.
At least you have other family, someone you can make amends to.
Yeah, but I've done some things, Joey.
I've been on the street since I was 13. There aren't enough pages in that notebook for all my
I
shit.
never know how far back to go.
For real.
Like stealing cash out of my aunt's wallet for beer, or do I just start with, I briefly lived in a haunted house? Something's bothering you tonight.
What could possibly be bothering me in a place like this?
You're 9 months clean, Joey.
9 months.
Your sobriety, it's full term. It's a fully formed little baby. Anywhere, 9 months clean is a palace. Seriously, what's wrong?
How's the step?
Kicking my ass.
Fourth one always does. I meant to tell you your brother called earlier.
Oh?
Steve called?
Yeah, I wanted to know if you were here.
That's typical.
You should call him back tomorrow. Tell him about your chip.
Yeah, I don't know. He won't believe it. I never do.
That sister of yours, the one that dropped you off, she seemed to believe in you. Tons, actually.
Nettie.
That's a twin thing.
It's a twin thing.
Later.
Good night.
Yeah, he felt something was off. This is where he woke up when she died? Yes. Yep. He saw her. Go where? To the house?
I'm sending down 3 buttons. You ready? I said I'm ready.
I said I'm ready.
Did you get them? I got 2.
One more.
I sent 3. Well, I only got 2. It must be stuck. Maybe we can drop some other stuff to shake it loose. Abigail, show me one in.
Abigail. Clara.
Was something else up there? Like who? Mrs. Deli or Theo? You're scared. No, I'm not. I can tell. How?
It's a twin thing.
'Cause I'm scared. Nellie's still down there? I'm here. I was right. There's nothing. It was probably just Theo messing around.
Didn't they say that was a deathbed? Oh no, is it from her? His friend?
As you've all heard by now, Joey chose to leave treatment in the middle of the night. This is what happens when we forget why we're here. And I know we're all gonna have a lot of feelings about that.
Some more than others.
This is a moment we should all pay attention to, especially you newbies here. There's a reason why the program encourages us to stay out of personal relationships the first year.
We're not in a relationship.
Any kind of relationship. We can get real close to people in recovery.
We're friends. How the do you expect people to get through this without friends?
We don't, is we can start to hang our recovery on someone else instead of on ourselves. And you lean too hard on another addict, we didn't all end up in here because we're so reliable.
Wow.
I'm just getting some air.
Yeah, he knew something was off. What did she write? Is this when he left as well?
Luke, you okay in there?
He gone.
Hi, this is Nell. Please leave a message after the beep.
Don't follow me.
I had a moment last night, one of those. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I just want to make sure that you're okay.
she was already dead at this point.
And you won't reach me at the center, but you can call there, and leave me a message there. I should be back by tonight. I just have to find a friend. And don't worry, I'm fine. I just want to make sure that you're okay.
Man. And only God knows what him finding what happened to Nell is gonna do to his sobriety and everything. Damn, just being around it too. The dog is like, snap out of it. The dogs at night. Here comes some faint tap. Oh? Huh? Is that person floating? Wow. That's right, go back to bed. The whole thing with the haunted house is wild. It's the most random things that will probably never get an explanation. It's just floating. Uh-oh, it's going to Nelly. Uh-oh. It took the hat. That was their hat. Uh-oh. Why are y'all terrorizing these children, man? Damn. I can finally breathe. Oh, Luke. He sat down there the whole day. Oh, that's her. 9 months she was clean. Man.
How'd you know where to find?
I know her spots. Hey.
The shame.
Okay, come on. It's okay.
I found her. We're coming back. We can be there in 20 minutes.
This isn't a hotel, Luke. You know that. You know that we're full up.
And we need these beds for people who actually want to get well. You run, you give up your spot. That's the way it is.
Please.
Wow.
Your best bet is gonna be a shelter.
The last place she should be, she'll cop. She's already... Look, I need a place where she can come down safe.
Oh, Luke, I'm sorry.
Damn.
She's right. I knew the rules when I left.
And this is the sad part of even with the wedding, when he was there. It's like, you know up, but like you're actively trying to kind of like reel yourself back in before the up gets astronomical. Just with the way life and things are set up, is like, and your past haunting you, is like you can't even reel yourself back in. Because when he came to the wedding, yes, he was high, but like he wanted to be there because he knows what that would mean to her. He even put a suit on, you know what I'm saying? Put a tie on just to be there. And now with him and his friend, it's like he caught it before it got too bad. And now he can't even like reel himself in because that's not how things are set up. So it's just kind of...
You okay?
I slept on it funny last night.
Told you not to follow me. Why did you? I'm sorry.
The guilt for pulling him out too.
It's just, you gotta go back. Just because I messed up doesn't mean you have to.
I got an idea. If I can get you a motel.
Do you have money?
No.
Can you get money?
Oh.
Your sisters or your brother.
That's why he robbed his brother.
And I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna get us a place to stay tonight, and I'm gonna get you clean again. And I'm gonna be right here, right there with you. All the way, just like you were for me, okay? And we're gonna find a new place, I promise.
That's why he told his brother it's not what it looks like.
You got nothing left?
$10.
That should get us most of the way.
This dude with the hat.
Still can't believe he came after me.
Oh, my sister kind of told me to.
She said go.
Kind of in each other's heads. You know, it's been like that since we were kids. It's a twin thing. Once I broke my foot, Annelle called me a few minutes later, and she was just, her ankle just went nuts.
Wow.
It hurt like hell. She had no idea why. She iced it for an hour. No, it's a true story.
It's a twin thing.
For a moment, she kind of reminded me of her. She's always believed in me. The person that believed in me like that was you.
Wow.
So yeah, of course I came. It's what you would have done for me. I don't know, I'm cold. Listen, when we get there, just hang back. I don't want her to see your eyes. She'll know, okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
She always knows.
Which sister is this? Theo or... Not Theo, because this is not the...
Luke,
Hey, Lee. How you doing?
this is a surprise. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really, really good. 90 days good, in fact.
That's really great. I can tell you look different.
Oh, this is the brother's ex.
So good. I got a day pass. Is Steve here?
No, he isn't.
They're not together anymore.
I just kind of need to talk to him about something.
He didn't tell you.
Tell me what.
Separated.
He's not coming back soon, maybe ever. He doesn't live here anymore.
What?
We separated a month ago.
Why? Why?
I would really rather not get into that.
I'm clean. 90 days, like I said.
And I said that's great.
Ah. I see where this is going.
I need to borrow some money. Just a little.
Jesus.
No, it's not like that.
We have been through this over and over.
It's for a hotel. Or if you could just let us stay here.
You know you can't do that. You know that.
Ah, that's the hard part, like I was saying earlier. Even when they are clean or trying, it's just hard to believe because like 99 times that they've let you down. But like that one time that they're probably on the verge of like getting better or doing something is hard to believe. And I don't blame her for not believing, honestly. Because like the sister in episode 2, like $6,000 a month for his rehab that she had to pay out of pocket. So I get it when at the wedding she's like, man, take this $100, like that's it. Like don't come back, do whatever you want. Yeah, in a perfect world, we'll keep giving chances after chances, but man, and it's so heartbreaking because like he is telling the truth right now, but like, how will she know?
Can you just give me Steve's address then, please?
I think he's out of town. I mean, even if he wasn't, I am proud of you. I am, but you have to talk to Steven. You know what he's gonna say. I really can't deal with this right now. Things are bad enough. You're not serious.
I am.
2 months.
All day, maybe longer.
Like a child's toy phone?
Yes, it's like the scarlet letter for violating the phone rule.
Happier times. What's up your ass, Steve?
So Luke tells me you're a writer.
I did. I'm surprised he mentioned it.
Where do you get your ideas from?
I write about haunted houses mostly.
Must run in the family. I mean, Luke's a great writer too.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
Stop selling yourself short. He's really talented. You should show them the one about the short story with the imaginary little friend in the garden. The one. Do you know that one?
Yeah, Abigail.
Yeah.
I put her in one of my books too. Something tells me Luke won't get as much blowback for his.
I keep telling him he should publish it off his name alone. Where do you go from here? Nothing left to do except maybe fill this place up with some kids, I guess.
So what's different this time? Something must be. I mean, you know the definition of insanity. Steve. Doing the same thing.
Steve, what the?
And expecting different results. Sure, man. Sure. They're all different, though. Like, every day is different. Every craving is different. Every meeting is different.
Right. I'm not trying to suggest that you're not taking this seriously.
Oh, and I'm just speaking for myself. Like, I got more support, and I'm giving more support. In a sense, I guess you could say it looks like the same thing over and over again, but that's not insanity. Out there on the streets, that's insanity. So that's what recovery is. You know, it's the same thing over and over again, in spite of the result, or in spite of a backslide, or in spite of a full-fledged relapse. Doesn't mean you stop just because it gets a little repetitive.
I like that.
When we decide to get clean, it's not because we expect it to be exciting, you know?
Yeah, so shut the up, Steve. Jesus.
You must like her.
I admire
I get it. She's charming. She's articulate. She's funny.
You ever seen someone in withdrawal, Steve? Nope. Well, it's hell. They're freezing all the time. Muscle aches, stiff as boards, nausea, shakes.
I wouldn't know.
Well, she does. I guess she was there. And she talked me through it. She wrote it out with me.
Wow. Awesome.
Steve, I'm not asking for her hand in marriage. I just wanted to bring a friend to dinner, and you're not even giving her a chance.
No, I guess I'm not.
Why not?
I'm fresh out of those. I gave them all to you. I just want you to be careful is all. Just because someone's a good person, just because you care about them, doesn't mean they won't burn you. You're a good person, Luke, and I love you.
Thanks, Steve. You know, I'm so glad we got to share this milestone. That's all I wanted, 30 days clean so you could make me feel like shit again.
For real.
Luke.
You.
Ah, Steve, man. The way it all connects, man. That's why when he came by his house in episode 1, when he saw him by the doorway, he said, it's not what it looks like. Because it really wasn't. He wasn't trying to get high. I love that Steve wasn't going where I thought he was going when he started doubting her. Because I feel like some people, like, they project a lot. Maybe they're not happy in their own marriages because of one thing or the other. So when they see you around something good, they try to, you know, kind of like how Steve did at his sister's, at Nell's wedding. You remember when he came into, when she was getting her makeup done, and he was like, don't worry, I chained your fiance to the basement in case he tries to run away. And then he said something else about, like, if you want to get out of here, I got a car ready and all that. Yeah, it might seem like subtle jokes, but I think at that point his marriage was already, was it? No. But I think it kind of hinted to like how his marriage is going. Probably not the best. So it might seem like jokes or little jabs at you, hinting like wink wink, don't get married, don't da. So like when he was saying all that about Luke's friend, I was like dog. So I thought that was the point he was trying to make, but then he kind of brought the point back to something that I feel was relatable, but it was still kind of him saying like, I don't want to get burnt again, that even good people can burn you. And it's like, Steve, the whole night you were just being an ass, you know? So it doesn't even matter if you're trying to make a good point right now. And like Luke said, you just made me feel like, talking about the whole marriage thing, when I got married, literally the day I got married, someone that, I won't say I look up to them, but someone that I held in like somewhat of a good regard said, oh, you just wait. And they said it in a manner of, oh, you're happy now, but you just wait. And I looked at them like, and clearly I know how up their marriage is because of them. Like, he's a horrible person, or not a horrible person, just horrible to his spouse. And he just looked at me like, oh, you just wait. Kind of like with a smirk on his face. Like, what'd you expect me to say to that? Oh, I'll be ready when it comes. I still think about that. Like, I just got married. I would think you tell me, hey man, work at it to be the best for each other. You know, love each other, always communicate. That's what I was expecting to hear from them. And they said, oh, you just wait, you see. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
freezing in here.
Did he see Nell? Yep, this is where they met. Ah. Beautiful.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Steve. This isn't what it looks like. Are you cold?
Yeah. How'd you know where to find me? Tell you what, I've got $200 here. You hand me that iPad, you can keep the cash and sell that old camera. I need the iPad. You know, it stays here.
God.
Oh God, I saw him walking in. I thought we were...
It's all good. Should be enough for a night, maybe two. And some food. Oh, here. Damn it, it's cold tonight. Are you cold?
Where are we? 7th?
Ah.
Almost. It's a few more blocks. I want a clean hotel, no junkies on the sidewalk.
Man, I don't know if I'm making another couple blocks to that place. I'll just pop into the little junkies room and be back in a minute. Baby, you got a fever?
Yeah.
This show, man. Is he feeling cold because his sister's body's just dead in that house and lifeless? Because earlier he talked about how he broke his leg and her ankle was killing her so much that she had to ice it, and how they're connected. Because at this point, she's been dead for a whole day, right? She's been dead for a whole day because, like, she died at 12:03 when they all woke up with that feeling in their neck. Ah, this show, man.
It's my arms and legs, you know? Muscle aches.
Hey, I thank you for coming after me.
You're welcome. What are you doing?
Be back in a flash.
Will she?
Come on, let's keep going.
Did she leave?
Joey!
She took the money.
Joey!
She took the money when she kissed him? What is this deal with this dude with the hat, man? Will he see Joey again?
I've never had this much time before. 90 days. It's taken me 10 years to get 90 days clean.
Wow.
And I'm starting step 4, which is always the one that does me in. Fearless moral inventory. I've been called a lot of things in my life, but fearless is not one of them. I was always a scared little kid. I thought I'd get braver as I got older, but I didn't. I just got scared of anything. My mom committed when I was 6 years old, and my siblings and I were sent to live with our aunt.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was just a kid. I didn't really understand death yet. I guess I just expected her to come back. And every night I'd stare out my window as the cars came around the corner, just hoping that one would stop and my mom would step out, to come take me home. Every time I saw those headlights come around the corner, I'd sit up in bed, staring out of my window, just full of hope. But they just keep driving.
Man.
Those taillights, they were the worst. Red eyes in the dark, just taking hope with them. I mean, Mom, she never came back, of course, but other things from when I was a kid, they came back. I guess that's why I started using it in the first place, to keep those things away.
He's always there.
And I'd get clean, a week, a month, but I'd always feel him, just sneaking back up on me. So I'd use. My family, they're not gonna believe this. They never really believe me. And I don't blame them, I've f***ed them over so many times. Lied, stole. I'll never know how it felt for them to be done like that. I hope I never know.
Right.
I want to thank my caseworker, Paige, and everyone at my recovery house.
Shout out to Paige.
Someone special who's always had my back. Thank you. Any Addict Alone. Thank you.
Come on. Come on, Luke.
I couldn't help her.
We've been waiting for you to call.
There's something I need to tell you.
Listen, I know I up, okay?
Did something happen to her?
I didn't use. And I'm so fucking cold. My arms and legs are so stiff.
It's your sister.
Please.
Please let me come back.
Where are you? We'll come get you.
1, 6, 7.
I saw her again. Bent neck lady. Mommy and Daddy don't believe me. They say she's a nightmare, but she's real.
Very real. The buttons.
You need 7, and you set them up like this. Why 7?
Like the soldiers.
Mom, Dad, Steven, Cheryl, Theo, you, me. It has to be 7. It helps if you touch each one and count out loud.
That's why he keeps counting.
6, 7. That keeps you safe. Sometimes you gotta do it a lot. 2, 3.
Transition.
6, 7.
And it's like the way Luke is trying so hard. I mean, I didn't even talk about him getting jumped. Like, stole his jacket, his shoes. Like, on this one night, literally everything went wrong. This one night. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. But he's still trying so hard.
7.
This guy, are you gonna say something or just keep showing up behind him?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2.
Uh-oh, here he is.
Come home, my love.
That's Mom.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't help her. I'm so cold. My arms and legs are stiff.
Oh, it's Nelly.
It's like withdrawal, but I didn't use. You believe me, right?
You gotta come with me.
What?
It's Nell. Nell's dead.
It all makes sense now.
Hell. It wasn't.
It wasn't. It wasn't a... It wasn't. God, I love him. And I love how quickly his brain put it together. It's like, no, it wasn't a... Because they're the ones who believed each other. Oh, I'm loving this progression. Because like I said at the beginning of last episode, everybody lived in that house, but they all doubted what was going on one way or the other. And every single episode, all of them had an encounter that solidified it to them that, oh, shit is going on here. But him and Nell always believed in each other. So the second he hears that she's dead and it was a... Hell no. Hell no. Because it was 2 of them in that room, the twins, that always saw something crazy, as in like very vividly, that they couldn't mistake it as like a dream or imagination. So they've always believed in each other. So immediately something happened. He's like, no, it wasn't. 6 more episodes. This show is freaking brilliant. Every episode feels like such a long journey that even when I skip back and look at what we've covered, I'm like, God damn, like these episodes are packed with goodness. Every single scene. Like that opening with the veteran about the charred girl with the melted eyes and how that made him start using. I knew it was going to perfectly mirror Luke and the reason he started using as well. His speech at the end about like waiting for Mom to come and getting excited anytime he saw the lights coming from the corner, and heartbreaking. It's one of those things where like now you think about it and you be like, I know Steve was being an ass at the dinner, but Joey is that her name? Joey? After everything he did for her that night, she still took the money and fled. Again, we've been talking about like the hardship of addiction throughout this episodes and how it can turn like the best people into something you don't recognize, because like that takes like front and center. And it's crazy seeing the up and downs of like recovery or the journey of recovering, then like going back into it. It's some painful. And you know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I'm a big fan of like seeing the same scene from multiple point of views, and it's changing the whole story. I mean, Interview with the Vampire does it beautifully, and this like the scene of Luke coming to steal his brother's laptop, iPad and camera, and in episode 1 him saying this is not what it looks like. It really wasn't what it looked like, you know. God, and him feeling cold the whole time. Yeah, he was feeling his sister's like lifeless body because they're connected. It's a twin thing. Excellent episode. Excellent episode. Let me know your thoughts, man. What were you thinking at these moments when you were watching it, if you can remember? Obviously, you all know the whole story. Well, some of you just watch along with me as well. Man, I'm glad I did 2 episodes. It's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.
A few moments later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to some more Haunting of Hill House. Last 2 episodes, Chef Kiss, Theo's story, Luke's story, amazing. Something I've been thinking about lately is just feeling so bad because the children are actually there. And what I mean by that is, you know, the timeline is broken into 2, right? The past when they were all babies, and the future and the present that they're adults. And there's just this thing of like feeling more sad for them because side by side we're seeing their children selves, you know. And it made me think of, I think it was Terry Crews. I think when he came out that he was like sexually assaulted by owner of a production company or something like that. And he was talking about how just the way men view sexual assault in general, like he had to come to terms with the fact that like, yes, he might look like this, like how he looks, but like there was this one day he was in his office and he had a picture of himself as a toddler on his desk, and you might not feel like you got abused or anything bad happened to this self, but like look at that toddler on your desk. Like, what would you do if someone did this to him? You know, that anger, that rage, whatever you feel towards someone doing that to that toddler, that's how you should feel to someone doing that to you. Because yes, you're a full grown man, but someone still took advantage of you, you know, someone in a position of power and whatnot. So like that pain there of seeing these things not just done to the adults, but know that like that child there is still in them. It's a lot. It's a lot. I've been loving Haunting of Hill House. Can't wait to check this episode out. This episode seems to be Nell's episode, and something I just realized is that every episode is for one of the kids from the top to the bottom, you know, and Nell being the 5th child, I'm guessing she's the 2nd twin, right? I think that's just like so cool. Each episode is from the firstborn down to Nell. I want to find out so much what happened to Nell, because like there must be a reason she went into that freaking house again. So let's check out this episode. Thank you all for watching. Let's get it. The bent neck lady. Definitely Nell's story. Always this dark ass room. What's all that movement? Uh-oh. What are you seeing? Oh, she's right there. Are we ever gonna see her face?
She was there. She screamed so loud it hurt my ear. No, it wasn't Theo. It was
the bent neck lady.
a bent Baby.
Well, that's a new one.
She's gone now, right? If she comes back, you come find us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we'll scare her away.
Why don't you let her just sleep in there with you?
Just tonight.
Won't you miss your brother?
I'd rather sleep here in case she comes back.
Oh boy.
Okay, just tonight then.
I'll stay with her a bit.
Good night, young ladies.
Young ladies.
You feeling a little better?
Tell me what's inside your locket.
Locket?
You know what's inside my locket.
I am.
You are. Both of you are.
The twins.
Can I have a locket like that someday?
You can hold on to it tonight, and when you're older, I'll give you this one.
That exact one?
This exact one. When you're older.
Why is it always messing with the kids, though? Well, it messed with the adults for sure. That final night. The bent neck lady. Does she want revenge? Did someone break her neck? Like, what the hell? Of course, right when mom leaves, she comes back. God. It's like what this little girl did to you. What? No, no, no.
I can't talk.
The voice.
Or move my arms or legs. I usually start to panic and my breath gets fast and heavy. My heart feels like it's pounding out of my chest.
Man.
And how long does this last until you're able to move again?
This a doctor?
Maybe a minute, maybe two, but it feels like hours sometimes.
God.
And you said the first occurrence happened
When I was 6.
And do you ever see anything during these episodes?
Like what?
People sometimes say they see things.
She sees a lot.
I know this all must sound really weird.
Not at all. Sleep paralysis is actually more common than you think, but it's completely harmless. Which is easy for the sleep tech to say, right?
Oh, that's her husband.
You've never sought treatment or done any other sleep studies?
That's her husband.
I Googled it. I was surprised to find that there was something to be done.
During the night, you cycle through different stages of sleep. In the deepest stage, your brain basically switches off the muscles to stop you from acting out your dreams. Some people just come out of that stage quicker than others. Your brain wakes up before it starts the engines again. Takes a minute for your muscles to catch up.
About the things I sometimes see?
It's funny the things people sometimes report. Shadow people, animals, dead loved ones. Hallucinations are actually fairly common because of the disrupted boundary between your dream state and your wakefulness.
Okay, boss.
Your dreams may carry over.
A little spill.
What's that?
That's what Dad said.
So, what now, Dr. Vance?
Oh, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a sleep tech.
Oh, okay. Well, then what now, Mr. Sleep Tech?
Just call me Arthur.
So what now, Arthur?
Look at them cheesing at each other.
Where we chart your brain waves, heartbeat, and breathing while you sleep. Then we'll use that information to develop a kind of escape plan.
An escape plan?
A series of actions you'll be able to recall during these episodes to help you get through them. Could get rid of the panic.
A way to break out of it.
The last doctor I saw, my general practitioner, he wasn't an expert. He just told me to avoid TV before bedtime. It's nice to be listened to.
Do you drink coffee?
Yeah, Are you asking me if I want to get coffee?
It's for the health history section in your file.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
No, I really...
He's feeling you too.
Until the end of your visit to ask you out for coffee.
Come on now. Come on now. That's a priority king right there. I was waiting for the end to ask you. It's lovely seeing how they met.
Since you brought it up, yeah.
Okay.
Embarrassing, but that was sweet. Hey, that ain't coffee. That's wine. I'm glad to see that Nell had some happiness in her life. That it wasn't just all bad. Happy New Year. Oh, everybody is there. Whoa. Hold on. This blonde chick right here, was she the one Theo was with at the wedding? Because I just noticed right now her looking across the room to Theo while Nelly sharing this beautiful moment in the middle. See? On the corner? Hey, my boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Aww. I want to stay in this moment, dog, because, like, obviously I feel the rest of the episode is going to be sad, but the way she looked up at Theo, almost like, Theo, pinch me, is this happening? Or almost looking back at Theo like, should I do this? You know, and Theo like nodding. It's just such a beautiful moment. I went too hard on my stretchy banana and it broke. Holy, it's sand inside. Ah, RIP to my Christmas gift from my mother-in-law. Okay, back to my normal fidget spinner. Yeah, I want to stay in this moment forever, honestly, because we know how it ends. Arthur and Theo. Arthur and Nell. Is it happening? Uh-oh.
Hey. Oh, I haven't had one of these in a while.
Damn, she's crying.
Remember the plan, all right? Control your breath.
The escape plan.
Uh-huh. Clench your fist, and I'll get the light. Okay?
Make sure the light is bright.
Clench your fist. Good.
God. So now I'm thinking, does she actually have like actual sleep paralysis or is just bent neck lady? Because from what it's looking like, I mean, she's been dealing with this since she was 6. So I'm sure that will create some actual natural sleep paralysis, not just the supernatural. Or do they both happen at the same time? She's getting up naturally and supernaturally with the ghost on one hand and actual sleep paralysis on one hand. Damn. Good job. The transition, dog. Everybody's here. Wow, when they were together. Theo. He said, come here.
Any second now. Okay.
What's she watching? Cause she didn't know. That's so funny because they found out maybe an hour ago, and I love how real that is. That she sees something off, immediately tap her husband. What is going on? That is so real. Because, you know, couples, they gossip like that. They gossip like that. I love it.
Luke said he might move out there too.
Luke.
That's a twin thing.
I wouldn't get my hopes too high.
Shut up, Steve.
I hope he does.
Just shut up and dance, man.
I wish he was here today.
He was. Oh, Mom. Her seeing her so vividly like this.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
I'm so happy seeing all the good moments she had, dog. For real. Oh, they made it to LA. 8 months. Some shit finna go down, huh? She can't move. That is so scary.
Wow. It's been a long time.
What is her end goal, this bent neck lady? Escape plan. What the choking? No way. No way. What does this want? He's not dead, right? Come on, dog. Come on. No way. There's no way.
He was dead. He was dead and she was back.
What?
How long had it been? Since you'd seen her, I mean.
It's been almost 2 years. I actually hadn't seen her since.
Dead? I think it's starting to add up why she went back to that mansion. Cause episode 1 or episode 2, I was like, girl, why why would you go back there? Was she just curious about mom at her like older age and she wanted to go investigate again? But yeah, like it took mom and it also took her husband, the love of her life. So like I can see why she went back. Because at that point, what did she have to lose? Jesus, dog.
Well, since Arthur and I met, I started seeing her when I was a kid.
Mm.
And after the house, when we lived with my aunt, I saw her some more. But then he came into my life and she went away.
Wow.
And then she killed him.
Oh, we've talked about this before. Arthur died of an aneurysm.
I know.
What's the obsession with necks, dog? Like, when Nell died, they all felt something in their neck. Bent neck lady, duh. So did the aneurysm happen in his neck, or? Because his neck kind of seemed folded when he died.
A random tragic event.
I know.
Mm-mm.
It's perfectly normal to want to find something to blame.
I know what's to blame.
Hill House.
Mm-hmm.
Hill House. That's right. Don't worry, Dr. Montague. I don't expect you to believe me.
Because no one ever does. Innocent freaking children, yo.
Where did you find this?
In the toy room.
Where?
Look at this one.
The toy room?
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know who this may have belonged to.
Oh?
Jacqueline. Jacqueline's Cup of Stars. Here she is.
Jacqueline?
Jacqueline Hill. Her mom owned this house, Mrs. Hill.
Is that Bent Neck?
Hazel. Her name was Hazel. That's her when she was young.
Did you know her?
I did. I took care of her when she was old. She lived in that bed.
Mm.
One of the things she kept saying was that Jacqueline needed her cup of stars. I didn't understand then, but I guess I do now.
Mm.
So can I keep it?
Yes, I'm sure it's fine that you keep the tea set, as long as your parents agree. Insist on your cup of stars.
What the hell?
Once they've trapped you into being like everyone else, you'll never see your cup of stars again.
See, I feel like these two housekeepers, they definitely know something. I appreciate her for giving us some lore on the family at least, because especially that room and that bed, like we've been told that that was like a sick bed or a death bed. So now she's giving us some lore about the Hill family, and that was the mom's bed, and Jacqueline was the... Obviously, I'm guessing Jacqueline is Bent Neck Lady. But this moment right here where she says... You gotta ask mom for permission, and she says, no, insist on using it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, what do you know that we don't know? Why are you asking this girl to go against her parents' wishes or something like that?
Nellie.
Mommy, look what I found. Can we have a tea party?
Not now, young lady.
Please, oh, please, oh, please.
No, come with me right now.
Oh?
We have a very, very important job. And that's to take care of this house.
She didn't do it.
To fix it. We take care of the house, it takes care of us. So why would you do that?
I didn't.
I saw you playing with chalk yesterday.
On the patio. I want it right on the wall. What happened?
Would you like to tell your sister what you did?
I didn't. She says she didn't.
Theo.
Are you okay? No. I have a steel poker in my head, and my daughters are trashing my...
The headaches.
You can help her clean up, Theo, and I expect it to be done before I get back.
It wasn't her.
She's in a mood. I didn't do it. I swear.
She believes you. I love that Theo always had a strict sense for boundaries since he was little. She said she didn't do it. Like the other episode when the other lady was like, kind of like harassing, what's his face? Can't remember the brother's name. She's like, get your hands off him. Like, he heard you. Like, I'm like, yes. She's gonna use her touchy-feely powers.
You didn't. You can tell?
Mm-hmm.
With your hand?
She can.
Pulling down this wallpaper anyway.
There's more? Come Is that teapot, man? Come home, Nell. Is that why her future self came home? Because of that writing? Aww. Brother.
Hey.
Jeez, thanks for picking me up.
It's a twin thing.
It doesn't matter where you do it. It matters is you want to change.
How you doing?
I'm good.
This was after her husband died.
It's been really hard ever since Arthur. Been having a hard time sleeping in that house without him. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just been...
Can you take a right and pull over, please? I just need one more
God.
favor. You get to kind of go through the gates and you get to kind of get it out of your system, you know, and get well one last time.
Ah, damn.
I owe that guy, and if he sees me coming and I don't have the money, he's just not going to sell to me. He doesn't know you.
Damn.
Nelly.
Buy for him.
You want me to buy you heroin?
It's
And then drop you off at rehab?
it's just you. It's me. I just need to get well one last time. Just
Man.
leave me now.
Damn, I don't even know what to say.
I always believed you, you know that?
You help me get well.
And of course she's desperate because, yeah, nobody wants to listen or takes her seriously. Dude, come on.
He just spit that out of his mouth.
Yeah, that's what they do.
God, he did it in front of her. I'm still wondering what that was on the wall. Come home, Nell.
Snow collecting those.
Wow. Into his feet?
You all just need a little help sometimes, right, Nelly?
She don't give a fuck about what you're saying, bro. She dumped all her meds?
I saw my brother last month. Her bed opened up in a center downtown and he needed someone to drive him.
You've spoken to him again?
No. The first few days he was there, I felt like I had the worst flu of my life. Day 4, I started to feel better.
They're
I haven't
connected.
had... Probably don't believe in the twin thing, do you?
Oh, I believe a unique shared empathy exists between twins. Sure.
It's always so frustrating because we know that all they're saying is true. Even with his case, like when he was telling Steve, this is not what it looks like. We know because we have that information. But everybody around them, it's so frustrating them not believing, but it also makes sense why they don't believe because like they're not aware of this supernatural as they are.
My shared empathy made me feel nauseous for the first few days, but then I guess he got better.
How is this new medication working for you?
She ain't taking it.
It's great.
Are you sure?
What kind of question is that?
This event seems to have really upset you. Is there more to this story?
He needed my help, and I helped him.
You did what?
He needed to get well.
I wish you would have called me. That is not the way you help an addict. So are we heading out? I'm really excited to see the beach.
Not yet. Could you just...
Listen.
You said you would.
Please, you know I don't like
You said you would.
Oh, the touch.
The pillow.
Which one?
That one.
You promised, sis. Use your powers.
Anything?
No. I'm sorry.
Here.
Where it happened.
Theo.
Theo, please believe her.
That's where he died.
Nellie, I don't want to...
You said you...
Hey! Nellie!
Anything?
Jesus, no! All right?
Damn.
I can feel him here sometimes.
I am feeling serious concern. That is what I am feeling.
I just want to know if he's still here.
He's not. And that sucks.
Damn.
You can't live like this. Jesus, when was the last time you cleaned? I came out here to see my sister. I thought we would go to a museum. I thought we would go to the beach. I thought we might get drunk and cry, but I didn't think I would be treated like a goddamn
I'm sorry!
What is this new doctor doing for you anyway? You look worse now than you did 4 months ago.
Ah, Theo.
Has this quack got you on new
He's
meds?
not a quack.
Well, he's not exactly impressing me, and I know what the I'm talking about.
Be here for Luke when he gets out.
So he's a place to crash after a binge?
He's in rehab.
He made you buy him heroin on the way in.
Sometimes I'm just so speechless in some of their back and forths because it's like, I know I've described this feeling before in the past, but like watching some of these conversations feels like, you know, when you are hearing your neighbors fight or you're hearing your neighbors argue and it's so nasty, but your nosy ass can't help but like just eavesdrop a little bit, and then you feel ashamed for even being in proximity to it. Or you see cops along the street by your crib and you start vacuuming the grass just because you want to, sometimes I'm just speechless because like watching their back and forth, I'm like, damn, I see where they're both coming from. One is concerned, the other one is depressed AF, trying to find answers, darn near forcing you to use your abilities to find out something. But it's like, I don't even know what to say because Jesus Christ, it's just messy.
Like you're above taking money from family. You really want to talk about what Shirley knows and doesn't know?
What does that mean?
I guess that's a no.
You took money from Steven.
She might not let you freeload anymore.
Oh. No, I've got your back, but I also have my limits.
Only with us.
Oh.
And never with yourself.
Oh.
You've never cared about anyone more than yourself. And that's sad. But don't lecture me about adulthood, Theo. Not from Shirley's guest house.
Jesus. They're playing dirty. It's so up, dog.
Have you or your siblings been back to Hill House since '92?
Look, I'm thrilled you guys came out for the reading today, but I'm really here to talk about Alcatraz. Yes.
Do you keep in touch with your father?
Again, I'm not going to answer questions about my family. So does anyone else have another question not related to Hill House?
I have a question.
Sister?
Why do you keep lying to these people?
Ooh.
Why did you charge these people $30 a head to sit here and listen to you talk about things that you don't believe?
Ooh.
We can talk about this after the reading.
No, I'd like you to answer me now.
Oh.
Look, everybody, I'm sorry about this. My family is just like any other family. We don't always agree on everything.
We're not, though, like any other family. We're different because of where we grew up.
Yes.
And you talk about ghosts and spirits. And you sell tickets for the privilege, and yet you don't believe in any of it.
No.
And you tell me I'm crazy, and that Mom was crazy, and Luke's crazy, and we're all just nuts. And then you tell our stories.
For money.
My stories, the same stories that you told me were just dreams or delusions.
We can talk about this later.
And you're supposed to be my big brother. You're supposed to protect me. But you say the meanest things to me when I try to tell you. And then you make so
much money.
No.
I'm just asking why. I don't ask you for anything, ever.
She's acting.
Just this. I just want to know why.
No.
It was a fair question.
This is my work. This place, think of it as my office.
Answer.
I'm at work right now. You don't come in here and embarrass me like that.
Me embarrass you. Have you read what you wrote about
You've had 6 years to file a complaint. Why the hell are you doing this now? Are you off your meds?
No.
That's not the point.
I've seen all the phases with you. The Christian phase, the New Age phase, the crystal phase, the antidepressant phase. You don't get to just start smashing up our lives because you're transitioning into a new treatment, Nell.
Dog.
This was not the time or place.
I confronted my brother, just like you told me to.
I'm not so sure I use that word confront.
I drove to Ojai, and I called him out in front of all of his little fans. You should have seen his face.
Do you think that was constructive?
Definitely not, but...
It felt good.
I'm gonna ask you something, and I need you to be honest with me.
Yes, I'm taking my meds, and I'm standing up for myself. For the first time in ever.
You're certain you're taking your medication? Because, this was never about confronting Stephen or your other siblings. The problem is that you haven't confronted your past.
It's not a normal past.
Your mother or your childhood or your symptoms or Arthur. It always comes back to one thing, the house.
Yes.
There's an excellent reason for that.
How can a house, just a collection of bricks and wood and glass, have that much power over people?
He doesn't get it, and it's not his fault.
Empty in the woods. You'd find it's not a monster.
That's why she went back.
I mean, no one's lived there in, 26 years, you said? It's just a building. What would Arthur say to you if he could talk to you right now?
Ugh. It's crazy how similar her story is to her twin brother in some areas where like you're going through something but others don't understand for very, very valid reason. And now I'm wondering if like this is the reason she went to the house. I mean, it's been slowly building up the reason why she eventually went back. And I'm sure the finale of this episode will freaking blow my socks off. I can't wait. But it's like, man, her doctor asked her to go see her brother and he said, I didn't necessarily use the word confront. Okay, so she's listening to him. She went to see him. And now he just told her, go to the house and just see it's a carcass of wood and termites and whatever. I mean, it makes sense because he's not looking at it from a supernatural point of view, right? Just from a regular mental health joint, like going back to see that place will remind you that place is not as powerful as you think it is or feel it is. But obviously he didn't know that he was implying like sending her to her death. Because yes, from his point of view, that's a strategy that could have worked if everything was normal, but ain't normal about Hill House. Nada.
What do you think he'd want for the rest of your life?
The Star Cups. R.I.P. Arthur. Man, I think she took doctor's advice. The locket. Transition.
What are we doing here? Aren't we going back for Mom?
Not yet.
This is where they stayed.
Why'd we leave Mommy?
It's okay. Everything's okay.
Talk to them, man.
I have to go back to the house and get Mommy. Come here. Come here. He locked this door behind me.
It's interesting. They didn't come for a hug.
Dear, did you see anything? I don't know what I saw.
She saw a lot.
Mommy looked hurt.
She fell on the floor. We're in the red room.
What?
We're in the red room having a tea party with Abigail and Mommy.
How? The red room's locked.
That wasn't Mommy.
Huh? What do you mean they were in the red room? She went back to that spot. She went back to that same motel. The 5 things for 5 of them. What are you building?
6, 7.
That's what Luke taught her, right? Is Bent Neck gonna make an appearance? Jesus. Why is she seeing Luke like that? Who the f is that? I knew it was gonna be a transition. Too clean. She didn't sleep?
Did you find Mommy?
I found her.
Is she okay?
She's okay now.
What do you mean, brother? That's blood, right?
It's just paint. You should get some sleep. You've had a rough night.
I was waiting for you. I didn't know if you'd come back.
It's okay, honey. I called them.
Why?
Give me a second, sweetie.
Can't wait to get to the bottom of this.
I have to go with them now and answer some questions.
You leaving them again?
One of them is going to stay here with you guys until your Aunt Janet gets here.
What? How long is later?
It won't be that long.
No. You said you'd be right back before, and it was the longest time.
See, so...
The locket.
You hold on to this. I'll try to be back here as soon as I can, okay?
Okay.
Dad, you gotta say something, man. This show's so sad, dog. Like, so much mystery. Who was at her door last night? 2 p.m. This is when she was calling everybody.
I wondered since...
Man, this show.
Your dad.
And everyone kept skipping her.
I'm sorry.
Amazing.
It's Nell. I need you to call me. It's hard to understand. Everything's so twisted and it's hard to explain. I'm worried about Luke. If you talk to him, call me.
It's so interesting seeing everything from her POV now. Oh, brother. It's always the lights, dog. Oh, boy. What the do you want, lady? What the do you want? See, that's that, man. If you want to get it over with, get it over with. Why the you gotta torture my whole existence, dog? What, because of some teacups? Again, the caretakers at the home, the dude and the missus, y'all gotta know something. Y'all have to know something. I mean, Nell is already dead, but like just seeing how all the last few days of her life, last few years of her life was just straight. It's not fun, bro. Over what? They didn't do anything.
It's Steve. Sorry I missed your call.
Mm.
I talked to Shirley. I know you're worried about Luke, but
called his rehab center, and he's fine. He actually got his 90-day chip today, if you can believe that. I'll be around tomorrow if you still need to chat. I hope you're well, Nellie.
Was she worried about him because that's when he left the... Because soon after that, he left the rehab to go find his friend. What was that?
How long are you gonna put this off, Nellie?
Yes, 2 hours before it happened.
Probably shouldn't have slept all day. There's nothing wrong with going tonight. It's just a carcass in the woods.
See?
It's just a carcass.
Following her therapist's advice. Makes sense why she went back. Her whole life was turning into and she wanted answers. I need answers, dog. So many answers. It was right where she called Dad. I immediately knew her voice in that call was... There was something wrong.
Nell?
Mm-hmm.
Honey, are you okay? What time is it?
Do you remember the bed neck lady?
Yes.
She's back.
Mm.
Nell, where are you?
I'm at home, in bed.
I want you to go to Stephen Lee's. I'm gonna drive to Orlando, get a flight to LA. Steve's closest.
The lights were coming on, dog.
Okay, now I'll see you there tomorrow.
Okay.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you, Daddy.
Look at the lights blinking like a invitation, man. Double tap. What happened to you in that house now? You can hear young Steve.
Where have you been?
They can interact with her.
Which way did he go, Nellie?
Snitch.
Oh, there you are.
What?
It's almost bedtime.
We were gonna have a tea party.
Nellie, your mom's looking for you.
She's over here.
Mm-mm. Oh, she's just walking, but in her head, it's still... Welcome home.
Mommy, you're here. You're not even dressed.
Dressed for the tea party?
Sorry. I didn't write that.
I know. We know.
I know you didn't, sweetie.
What?
We always believed you. And you have to get dressed for bed.
Why is everything so vivid in her mind, but...
You're so beautiful.
So are you, Mama.
We need to get downstairs.
For...
We can't be late for the reception.
Reception?
You're expected.
Somebody tell me what the is going on. Her wedding.
You look amazing. Sorry for everything I said.
I always should have believed you about everything.
I'm so sorry that we fought.
Is this just her mind just giving her all the comforts she needs before the inevitable? Or because everybody's apologizing, everybody's there, mom is there. I'm sure she's gonna see Luke as well because she wanted Luke to be there as well. Everybody's apologizing, saying that they believe her. They should have believed her. What the is this leading, man?
I'm so proud of you, but...
Twin.
Thanks for believing in me, Nellie. Clean and sober, all thanks to you.
Oh, God. This is torture, man.
Hi, gorgeous.
This is torture.
I've missed you.
This is torture, man. I mean, if she saw all this before her death, I guess it's good, I guess. Oh, mom was dancing too. Wasn't mom dancing before she died? Mom was dancing too. Where are they going? This song is beautiful. Is it gonna... That's Luke's friend.
Come along.
Tea party.
We're going to have a tea party.
Please give me answers. My brain is... This is too sad, man. That rope.
Nellie. It's yours now.
This, man. Didn't mom say that rope was gonna cause an accident? Is that the news? I'm stressed, dog. I don't know why I just feel so angry. It's not even sadness anymore. It's just straight anger. I just hate seeing people suffer, dog. Especially people who didn't do anything to deserve it.
Mom?
It's okay, honey.
She... She's already hanging. That rope.
Mommy. It's time to wake up, sweetheart.
It was herself she was seeing the whole time. Jesus. Now it makes sense why they never showed Ben Neck Lady's face. It was her. And it's just such betrayal, like in her final moments, what she saw was her mom's face doing that to her. So now I'm thinking, is something using mom's face? Was mom complicit to it? Like, obviously, we've seen throughout episode 1 to 5 how loving and caring mom was. That couldn't have all been an act. The payoff is insane. A few episodes back, when the mom looked up at that rope hanging there, she's like, that's a recipe for accidents or disaster, like better take that. She told the dad, better take that down, and he never did. So the moment she went up there and I saw that rope, I'm like, these. But that's the thing though, why the torture is like how people say they fatten the lamb before the slaughter, like make sure the lamb is good, feeling fine, and all these things so that the fear doesn't freaking disrupt the meat or whatever however they say it. But it's like, though, why are you gonna show her everything she's ever desired? Her family completely happy, her husband, her mother attending this, just to use that same mother's face to end her? The bent neck lady was her. God have mercy, dog. This show is... So she was still like conscious as she was dropping and seeing all her past selves, even down to 6-year-old Nellie. Dog, I am bamboozled. I don't want to see her drop. That was horrendous, dog. Like, the bent neck lady was her. God, that was her. So does that mean that right when it happened, she turned into a ghost at the haunted house as well? Because that would mean there's some time, I don't want to say time travel, but that would mean there was some time shenanigans with the ghost in the house. So does that mean, because all the people who went upstairs for that tea party, they're all dead except Luke, because that little girl, she's probably dead. Mom is dead. She's now dead. Okay, enough theorizing, man. This is just brilliant writing. Like, this is a twist that, like, ain't no way you could have seen it coming. Like, Jesus. I wonder who episode 6 is gonna be about. It better be the dad. It better be the father. Because, dog, I need answers, dog. Like, the bent neck lady's calling Nell back home. Alright, that's wraps. I'll see you in the next episode. Alright, let's get into episode 6. I'm still pissed off and angry at everything that happened. Everything that went on with Nell at that house, and I have so many questions, and I hope this episode at least give me some answers. Like, was that really mom? Was she into it? Is this something using mom's face? What did she mean that it is all okay, it will all make sense, or whatever she said right before you pushed your daughter off Let's get in, man. Thank you all for watching. Let's go. Today's the day of the funeral.
In movies, they always say that they look like they're sleeping. She doesn't look like she's sleeping. She looks dead.
Damn, Theo. Captain Obvious.
She looks great. You did a really good job, as usual.
Thanks.
But she doesn't look like she's sleeping. I don't know why people say that.
Most of what people say at a funeral is a wish. In a better place, they're at peace. They're smiling down.
I mean, when she got here, how did she look?
Are you really asking?
No. You're right.
You might want to slow down.
Under drinks.
You've been at that all day.
There's a storm at the funeral. She's not slowing down.
Did you connect with a florist for tomorrow?
Oh, it's the next day.
That's gonna be a problem for Luke.
If he tries for it, Steve can take him back to the hotel.
He's an addict, not an alcoholic. Is that what he meant?
So Luke's fresh off the streets?
Steve says he didn't even have shoes when he found him.
Great. We get to watch him come down. He flies across the country to puke on his dead sister.
Jesus, Theo. Might as well hide our purses, though.
What about Dad?
They flew in together, I know that, so he's here.
Has he been here before?
I was trying to remember that, too.
He hasn't, has he? Or if he has, I can't remember it.
Please, Luke, don't f this up. You know, it's funny, Nellie was always trying to get all of us together in one place. Even Dad tried for years.
She finally did.
Someone should have told her she didn't have to try this hard.
I like Theo, but I feel like she's just pouring her anger on everybody and everything right now. You know, valid. Because I think last time we touched down with Theo during her episode, it ended with her saying how angry she is. Because Nell should have known what this does to a family, but she didn't do this.
Still not a hugger?
Flight's good?
It's not too bad. Long.
Luke.
Luke, can I get you some water or something to eat? We got a mountain of food, anything you want.
I'm sorry. I can't.
He seems a lot better than I expected.
Yeah, he's clean.
I think he's like actually clean.
90 days.
What was with the jailbreak?
Long story.
You okay?
Yeah,
It's not
I thought I could do it.
I know.
She's right there.
Take your time. We can wait.
Where's Lee?
She'll be here tomorrow. We didn't travel together.
He haven't told them?
We're taking a break.
Luke, you sure I can't get you an iced tea or something?
You want some iced tea?
Yeah. Iced tea?
You got it. Great.
I love how he keeps offering anything but alcohol. He said food, water, now iced tea. I like that he's trying to like veer him away from alcohol. But Luke had never been an alcoholic. It was just the hard stuff. Of course, Big Bro didn't tell them him and his wife are separated. It's all coming out now.
Taking a what?
A break.
Like a separation?
Like, if it's all the same to you, maybe we can save this conversation for a little later. I mean, I think we got bigger things to tackle tonight than my marital. If you were married, you'd know that sometimes people need a little room. I mean, Theo, I'm not, it's coming out wrong. I just think it's not unusual for people in a relationship as long as us.
Don't care. It's getting you a drink.
Thank Christ.
Say something, Luke.
Rip off the Band-Aid.
Yeah, let's
Rip off the Band-Aid?
I'm with you.
This has all been one shot.
It's not as bad as it is in your head, but she doesn't look like she's sleeping. So forget that.
Theo.
That's all right.
I do love seeing all of them in a room together.
That's her, detective. It's Nellie, all right, and she's dead. Jesus. Jeez. Shit, Cheryl. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was.
Changed every light bulb in the house this afternoon because if one went out tonight or tomorrow, I wouldn't have time to change it with everything going. It's crazy.
Give him a hug, man.
We don't have to stay in here. Let's sit. She's okay.
Yeah.
I'm drinking every time I feel like punching something.
Fair. Yeah, I'll be right there.
It's crazy seeing someone you know like that for the first time. Huh?
Come on, get it together.
Did he see Mom?
Together.
Double dip. Oh, is she right there?
Oh, okay. Okay.
You okay?
Huh?
Spill it. The details.
I don't know much more than you. She killed herself at that goddamn house.
I don't think it's that simple.
Thanks, that clears it all right up.
Listen, I'm not saying it's simple. That's all I know.
No, I mean, the part.
Talk about it.
Back to the house. She didn't tell anybody. You spoke to the coroner, right?
Right.
Probably no more than I did.
She hung herself. Her neck was broken.
Her neck?
Here you go.
Why she'd go there in the first place.
Well, Mom.
She barely remembered Mom. Luke, how much do you remember Mom?
Well, what then, Dr. Crane?
Punch.
Punch. Dog, this whole episode have been just one shot. This whole episode have been one continuous shot. And we're almost 10 minutes in. This show. One take.
Our dad was in coach.
You put yourself in first class
I put him there, too.
and made Dad fly coach?
He insisted.
That's
Cheryl, He wanted to
That's just
pay
too
for his
good.
own ticket. So, yeah, he was in coach. Listen, it's not like we were really talking each other's ears off before that.
Oh? Is that Pops?
It's coming down now. Yeah, yeah.
Yep, everybody's here, Dad.
Where are you, Kevin? I'm so sorry. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm a little late.
That's okay.
Wow, their kid selves.
Fine.
Thanks for being
This
here.
is amazing. Mm.
You have a beautiful home.
Oh, this is the business side of the residential side is over in this.
God, look at you girls.
It's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
The awkwardness and everything is so realistic.
Got tons to eat, plenty to drink.
This is Kevin's coping mechanism. He turns into a waiter.
You know, to see all of you in the same room, well, not all.
Oh, God.
Under these circumstances, that we have to be here under these circumstances. I'm
well
just
put.
sorry.
You want to do the eulogy tomorrow?
To see her?
Yes, actually.
Ah, this is all a mess. It's so sad. Bro, why is he seeing a child, dog?
Oh, Shirley. You did,
She's back there.
not too much makeup. Sometimes they put too much makeup. Thank you for...
She is back there.
I could use a bathroom. Where would
Just
be
head up
closest?
that hall.
She was right there. With the bent neck and everything. The thunderstorm in the background is not helping as well. It's definitely setting the mood. Turn the lights on right now. He's back at the house. It's so bright in this room, I can barely see this screen, and I love it like that. Is he looking at the rope? No.
Oh, man. Great. Oh, there you are. You weren't in bed. Where'd you go?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes sense. It sounded like a car crash.
I guess, but
I don't know. I guess I was wandering. Maybe I was sleepwalking.
This is the night it happened.
Jesus Christ!
Honey, don't say that.
You just said it.
Good.
I'm sorry. You guys hear a scary noise?
So many scary noises.
It's okay. See, it was that.
your mother hates storms, too.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Since I was a little girl.
Gently, gently.
Still one shot.
Really loud, huh?
A lot of sounds.
Bigger.
What was that?
Sounded like a window. Which is fine.
But the rest of you stay down here and stay away from the windows.
Go in the kitchen and make some cocoa.
Seriously?
You know how to do it, and your brother and sister are scared.
Fine.
Theo, you can help. Take Luke, too. Thank you. There. Okay, 1, 2.
2 miles.
No, okay, not quite. So for every 5 seconds, that's only 1 mile away, so that one was actually closer. Hey, it's okay.
It's all right.
It's a really old house.
It's all right.
God.
You got it.
Where are you going alone, Nelly?
You guys okay?
We're okay.
I didn't even see her.
It's all right.
She's not okay.
Mommy's seen things, too. Sometimes Mommy sees people here, too.
Oh?
But they won't hurt us, okay? They're not here to hurt us.
What'd you see?
Tell her.
All right, I got yours, Luke.
This episode is so different from every other episode because the continuous long takes. We're already 20 minutes in, and it's probably been only 2 takes from the present and now the second take in the flashback. But even that, they merged it all the same. Everything is just chaotic, dog. I'm just following along, trying to grab all the details.
When I was a kid, we used to go camping all the time. I was a life scout.
Woo! Stop it!
It's okay. We're totally safe.
3.
See? It's moving away.
Mom said she also sees things in this house. Why did we just swing past that like she didn't just say what she said? So that means all the time Nell has been telling you she sees bent neck lady, this, that, and the third. What, you thought you were bluffing? She was bluffing? What is going on with mom, man? It's not like I suspect her, but like something is up.
Where's your sister?
She just vanished?
She was right there. I was holding her hand the entire time.
Nellie?
The whole time Nellie? No!
What the hell?
She's probably up in her room under her bed.
She wouldn't do that.
We'll be back in a bit. You guys stay here.
Man, one adult stay with the kids, man. These mother...
I won't let anything happen to her.
Mm.
Luke! Luke! Luke!
Luke, do you remember what it was, that word she made up?
I'm not sure.
This made-up word. Aunt Janet kept correcting her, and she just went on using it. What the hell was that word?
I'm trying to remember.
Doesn't matter. Finally, Aunt Janet, she gets fed up, and she tells Nellie to stop using whatever it was and speak properly.
Oh?
You're 10 years old. Speak properly. And Nellie just looks at her like beyond her years patient and asks what she's doing wrong. And Janet says, it's a made-up word. And Nellie looks her right in the eye and says, all words are made up at first. That word.
Buffalo.
Buffalo?
That's it. Buffalo.
Padded, puffy envelope. She would say she was running out of puffalopes for her letters, and she wanted Aunt Janet to pick up puffalopes at the store.
Of course, Theo remembers.
Serious, Theo. Might want to slow down.
I'm trying to drink her back to life. Would you like me to stop?
Wow.
She got that from your mother, you know.
Alcoholism?
No, buffalo.
I was like, Mom?
She used to tell Nell that her letters to Santa would be safe and warm in the North Pole if she used a buffalo. Yeah.
Dad, tell us what happened that night. Everything.
Nell used to write letters to Santa, formal letters.
Feel it. Feel all of it.
Thing is, guys, you know, she would never ask for anything for herself, ever. She only asked for presents for you guys. God, you know, we had to make sure we got you what you wanted, what she mentioned in those letters. She wrote me once a month, always, just telling me the amazing things going on with you guys.
He always knew.
Two of us. There were 7 of us, and now there's 5, because 2 of us decided to die. You know, some religions won't let you be buried in their cemeteries if you kill yourself. It's monstrous. Like you committed a crime.
Right.
When really it was just that you're in so much pain.
It's right.
And Nellie knew that. She knew the price the rest of us pay when someone does that, and she did it anyway.
Say something, Luke.
I don't know why she didn't feel like she could talk to me.
She tried.
There's nothing she was going through that wouldn't have been okay.
She told y'all about the ghosts. None of y'all believed.
You know,
Yes, Luke, say something.
this one time, Aunt Janet, she let us camp out in the backyard, and we set up a tent, you know, roasted marshmallows, the whole nine.
I remember that.
Yeah, and Steve.
The bear thing.
Yeah. Steve was outside pretending to be a bear, banging on the tent, and, you know, I'm freaking out. And Nellie says, don't worry, we're safe in here. This tent is magic. It makes us indivisible. Steve stops shaking the tent. He says, hey, still, in the bear voice, I think you mean invisible. And Nellie shouts at the bear, I meant what I said, bear.
I'd like to go back to something you said. You, him.
Oh?
You said Nellie wrote you a letter once a month.
Yeah, that's right.
So maybe she mentioned something in one of her monthly letters that might have raised the flag about, I don't know, her state of mind.
No, she just was telling me about you guys.
You said that, but you see, we're all aware of how you like to hold back information when a family member offs themselves. So I'm...
Jesus.
Or you're not telling us.
You want to do this now, huh?
Yes. When else?
We've all got questions. I think it'd be swell if you give us a few answers for a change. Let's start with that call you got from Mrs. Dudley and what exactly she said about...
She called me immediately after she called the police. She said she noticed the car out front. Well, she went inside and she saw your sister.
So Miss Dudley found her.
Hanging next to the spiral staircase in the library. Oh, and Miss Dudley, she also apologized because she said she threw up on the floor. What's next?
Nellie mentioned in one of her puffalopes that she crashed a book signing of mine about a month ago.
No, she did
to
not.
scream at me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, does that sound like Nell to you?
No.
She wasn't herself.
She was seeing a new therapist since Arthur. I know that.
That's right.
Anybody know anything about this doctor?
Any psychiatrist worth their shit would have kept her on a much shorter leash. She's a quack.
She called you?
Yeah, the day it happened. She called Steve, too.
Oh, did you talk to her?
No, I...
Oh God, I love this. It's all coming together. Like, again, we watching, I can't remember the term it's used, but it's a writing device where us, the viewers, know everything kind of going on. But like, we're just waiting and anticipating everybody to know, because like, they are characters in the story. They do not know what's going on. So I love moments like this where everybody's just connecting the dots. Okay, she also called you and you and you. Love it. Let's get to the bottom of it.
She wasn't worried about herself. She was apparently worried about you.
I talked to her.
The thunder.
I talked to her that night, and she was worried about a lot more than Luke.
Talk.
Like what?
She said the bent neck lady was back.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Mental illness.
No,
Steve, shut up, man.
You let her believe all that. This is the inevitable conclusion, which makes you culpable.
Who's the bent neck lady?
You're seeing ghosts too.
She said when she was 6 years old, and you don't think that maybe you should get her some help?
Well, I did. I called you immediately.
God,
Hey.
just like Mom, you ignore the signs and you hope it'll go away, and then you hold back information.
No,
Even
if I held back anything, it was to protect you kids.
I don't need. Why do I need protection from the truth?
I said you're entitled.
I'm entitled
You're
to the truth.
Steve, you're entitled to your anger.
Remember why we're here.
Well, it's very generous of you to allow me to feel my anger.
You're,
Well, what else
Let
am
me
I
just-
entitled to while you're
if
being
I
so
You,
generous?
you might want to check yourself before you start talking about the truth, Steve.
Oh, great. Are we breaking this out?
You're drunk.
Theo's drunk. I'm just pissed. And this is the
Theo is like,
fight is
You took
over.
all that paranoia
Then your
and
kids
craziness and you
show.
mass marketed it to jumpstart your writing career.
yes.
Stand in plain view of Nellie's casket and lecture any of us
Are you
about
guys gonna stop the book
responsibility
fight?
or
'Cause we're all
truth.
real tired
While you
of
were
the book
happy enough to exploit all of us for some blood money. That's why none of us ever took your money, Steve.
Cut it out.
And you're fucking drunk.
She did.
Supposed to be honoring Nellie. Real class act, Theo.
Yep. When it has been bottled up for years, it's not even about her anymore. But I'm glad it's all coming out, because like, y'all need to air this out. Both the right, the wrong, everything needs to be talked about here. Have I mentioned how impressive that this is all in one take? Who was the father talking to? It's almost like he pulled a flea bag and like talked to something. Yes, Steve is drunk. Is he also in denial? Bro, you saw your sister's ghost. And even in this building, you saw a ghost as well of your mother. Your episode was titled Steve Sees a Ghost. So how are you still denying the existence? Just projecting and pushing blame like, come on, dog. And yeah, Cheryl too is spitting. This is messy. This feels like the Christmas episode from The Bear. Too much. At least that one had cuts. This one, it doesn't end.
No, you don't know. You don't know what I felt, and you don't know what I feel.
Tell us.
And I am allowed to process that any way that I want to. You don't just stand there and dictate how we all grieve our dead.
I'm fine. Oh my God, don't touch me!
I have enough of my own grief. I don't need yours too.
Whatever that means.
Uh-oh. Talk about it.
You know what? I took the money, Cheryl.
It's all coming.
I got my degree. I started my career. Because you know what? It's good money. The book was a hit. The royalties still haven't dried up. I am glad that I took it.
Took his money.
You'd have to be a real stubborn not to, so.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Shut up. You're drunk.
Nope. So what now? You want to come after me?
So you just thought you'd live under my roof? No, let me get this right. Live under...
His own is about to come out too.
Guess we should have charged you rent after
I
all.
offered to pay rent as sanctimony.
Well, problem paying for a place of your own, will you? You can use all your royalties.
Shirley.
Are you serious? Yes, I
No,
am. We
she's
agreed,
not.
all of us. We weren't going to participate in his
agree.
sick little
You just
publicity
stood
stuff.
up there and
you didn't get to lie to me and live off me at the same time and call me a
Dog.
gonna fly.
All right, slow.
Oh, you. Blood money. Blood money. You're out, Theo.
Are you gonna stop this?
Well, after the funeral, you can off back to Cali, Stephen. You can start looking for a new place to squat, Dr. Crane.
Wow.
We took the money too.
Oh, the second account.
I mean, I took the money, I guess.
Oh.
No, you didn't.
I opened an account for it, the checkbook that you found the other day. Cheryl, you keep cutting prices down to cost, right?
Oh.
The pro bono funerals,
The business couldn't survive.
How else was I supposed to keep the business going? I mean, look, if you think about it, we took that money and changed it into something that helped people on the worst day of their lives.
That's true.
Do you have any idea how much you've humiliated me?
Yeah, honey.
Both of you. I can't look at either one of you right now.
God, this is so real.
We're done here. Everybody out.
Do I really have to move out?
Out!
Just give her space.
I need some more vodka.
Girl.
What the hell?
What?
Who did this?
Who did what?
What is this?
What is...
You think this is cute?
Buttons?
I didn't.
Someone thought what? This was funny? This was... Who the did this?
Swear to God, I didn't. You were the last one up here. You
Why
were
would
standing
I do something
here.
Oh.
Did you blow a fuse?
The lights?
Backup generator.
The storm's not that bad.
Just like that night.
Where's your breaker box?
Can I do anything?
Why are y'all separating at a time like this? Why can't y'all just agree on this one thing that connects you all? That y'all are seeing some...
Nell.
Nell?
Looking for her that night.
She's not in our room. I don't know why she'd go anywhere else by herself.
The library and the kitchen, just to be sure.
This is the night it happened, right?
Be right back.
What happened to Mom? I hope this is the night it happened. Let's see everything, man. There's a lot of reasons why I'll never live in a, no matter how rich I get, I'll never live in a like humongous house. It's just a waste of space, waste of money. Like, you gotta take care of it. Who the is that old woman? That's the person that was dying on the deathbed, right? Or the sick bed.
Ellie?
Huh? Is that the little girl that he sees? That Luke sees? I think this was that night. She was already gone by then.
Liv!
She was already gone at this point, right?
Hey!
What the actual... What kind of Scooby-Doo mystery is this, man? Is she going into the red room?
Liv, how the hell did you...
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Arm's getting really...
If she's back there...
Liv! Get away from the window! Jesus Christ!
Huh?
Liv! Jesus! Liv! What the hell?
Honey?
Are you okay?
I think so. I looked in the rooms, but she wasn't up here.
What were you doing?
I looked in the bed. Honey, I'm having the strangest dream. Are you okay?
What's wrong?
This whole episode is just a curveball, man.
There was something in the house, and my flashlight stopped working, and I heard it breathing, and I don't know what it was.
Slow down, slow down.
Even I saw it. I think it was a big dog. It ran right through here toward the kitchen.
Where did it go?
Oh, I am stressed out. Oh.
Where'd you go?
I just know her.
Steve and Cheryl still trying to get the lights back on.
Something tells me they won't.
Yeah. Mine tells me the same.
Who put the buttons there? Mom?
Who do you think did this?
Well, if I'm honest, none of us. Probably know that already, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
That neck lady, you think she was... I mean, this whole time.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She didn't do this to herself.
Not at all.
Neither did Mom, did she?
Mm-hmm.
That's a complicated question.
Doesn't make any sense. You have a backup Jenny in the basement. The refrigeration. It's not even a storm.
The
Makes
rest
no
of the
sense.
block's fine. It's just us.
For real?
Yeah.
Why is it complicated?
Well, it's been a long night. Why don't we...
Man, Dad is pissing me off. At this point, what can you say? They already think you're a piece of shit. Let them know everything that happened. Look at him trying to wrap up like, let them get out of here. Talk.
I'd really like to know that...
Yes, talk.
Oh, what?
Ellie didn't kill herself.
Thank you, Luke.
She didn't.
Let's not do
She
this
didn't.
again.
Dad knows it too.
Oh,
I don't
does
think
he?
Mom did either. And Dad said that...
Dad propped up Nell's crazy ideas.
No,
and
it's
this
not
is how that
crazy,
ended up.
Steve.
As soon as we leave the room, you start working on him too.
Steve.
Oh, let's hear it.
No, I don't want to upset anyone.
Upset?
Just get it all out there.
No, he's not going to want to hear that from me.
I'm talking about. I don't understand why this family has such a hard time acknowledging mental illness. Mom, Nell, Dad's talking to himself all night.
It's not like that.
Then explain yourself. Finally, please.
Please talk, man.
Okay. Nell didn't kill herself. The house did. And you don't understand Hill House, Steve. You never did. And Nell and Luke, they could see its face clearer than you kids. And your mother saw it too. And anything I did, I did it for a very good reason.
Expensive, all this.
Want to hear this or not?
Haunted house, and you don't
What,
even
Steve?
get it.
I don't get it.
You don't get it. You're the ghost. You are, Dad. You're the spectral presence.
Come on, Steve.
I can see right through you.
Huh?
And the only difference between you and the stuff of campfire stories is that you keep getting older.
I just tried to keep you kids safe and to protect what memories you kids still have of your poor mother.
Got in her head.
You don't understand. You
And this is
never
what made her
understood your
sick.
problem. It's always
My
been
problem?
your problem.
No,
Is
that's
you
not my
think you know
problem.
what
My
happened that
problem.
night.
If that body rises up, I'm out. But regardless of how messy all these conversations are, I want this. Y'all need to get to the root of it. And Steve, I know he's just in mad denial. Cause dog, you have seen a ghost several times at this point. Several times. I thought it would click after seeing Nell right after her death. I love how messy it's getting cause some communication is actually being had here.
I don't know, guys. That the wrong parent died.
He really said the wrong parent died. Someone pushed that. That wasn't the storm. Something pushed that. Where's Theo? It's almost like she was like, yo, shut the fuck up.
To fix her makeup.
I love that they were all fighting, but they all came together to help Nellie. Dad, you gotta say something. When would it be time till you lose another child or another family member?
Sorry, boys.
She gonna see Mom in there?
Wait.
Hello? Okay, there gotta be an explanation there. Who is this man she keeps seeing?
Shirley, wait.
There you are. We were worried sick.
Where did you go? I was here. I was right here.
Oh, honey, you're freezing.
I was right here and I was screaming and shouting and none of you could see me. Why couldn't you see me?
It's okay, baby.
I waved and jumped and screamed, and you didn't even look. None of you even looked.
None of you even looked. Same way none of you listened when she was... It's not like I'm blaming any of them. They all had their own different going on, which is the tragedy, honestly.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Luke. This episode was wild.
Don't do that ever again. Ever. I thought the health things had got you. I thought they took you. You're okay.
The house things finally took her.
I'll let you go again. Never again. I promise. I was right here. I didn't go anywhere. I was right here. I was right here the whole time.
Wow.
None of you could see me.
Oh, that has so much extra context now, like just seeing her body there. It makes sense why during the dad's speech earlier, she was also there. She's a ghost now, and none of them can still see her. Because in the end of last episode, when she was dropping down with the rope and seeing all... It makes sense. She's a ghost. She's right there. Throughout everything that was going on tonight, she was there. But none of them could see her. It's extra up because it's like, was everything predestined? That's why last episode I'm like, what in the world of like time travel is going on here? Because even when she was a kid, she was seeing her future self as a ghost. What the hell? God, I gotta wait another week to watch the next episode? Shit, boy. It is what it is.
Nobody could see me.
Nah, this whole episode is just a master class in freaking directing and acting. And the crew members as well, with essentially the whole episode was a continuous shot. I love how messy everything got. I love how messy it all got. All the freaking dirty laundry came into play. It makes sense why Theo told him, you better think of a mistress or having a different family, because telling her the truth about that account will be definitely worse than that. And he made such a good point though, like she knew what a caretaker did for her with mom when she was little, and it made her go into that line of work. Shirley, I mean, it made her go into that line of work, and you could tell why she was doing that for every family, even families who couldn't even afford this. It's such a kind gesture, but at the same time, you run a business and it was running them into the ground. And he had to keep it afloat. Like, that was up lying to her and embarrassing her like that. But it's like, that's the only way we could have kept the business. And everything with everything with dad and Steve finally going at each other's throats. I loved it because, like, at least we're communicating now. And the house, the whole mystery with the mom. And obviously, I mean, if this show has taught us anything, it's just like be patient for the next perspective. Because seeing him and Theo in that room, okay, we know Theo is into women. We also know that she's drunk as hell to the point of even stumbling and falling. So I'm sure he was trying to help her up or something when she fell in there. Because that's where the vodka is, that she was looking for it with him. So, because if it turns out like they were making out, my mind is not even going there. I don't even care about that. I think that's just a red herring. I feel for a lot of this season, like this show, a lot of times I just skip sadness and go into just anger. Like I skip the sadness part. Because it's like, even as a ghost, we're still being made to like feel sorry for like Nell. Because even as a ghost still, when she was a kid, no one listened or believed her. When she was going through the worst of it, nobody listened or believed her. Now she's a ghost. No one can still see her. She's always there. Now, if we find out at the end of the show that this family or the dad or their ancestors or whatever did some shady shit that's causing all these people to hunt them, I'll be like, but they didn't do anything. I need to go unwind, man. But yeah, let me hear your thoughts on this episode, man. I always love the titles in hindsight. This title is Two Storms. I'm guessing the storm in the present and the storm in the past and how they're connected. This Mike Flanagan dude, man, like, if the rest of his catalog is this cracked, I'm in there, man. Like Midnight Mass and the other one, boy, that's some good right there. That's some good. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys. All of you who started watching this show because of the channel and everything, and we're watching it together, please let me hear your thoughts. If you're as confused as I am, or like if you're feeling the same rage or frustration that I'm feeling, or like people who have watched it, like how are you feeling in these moments before the whole truth came out eventually? And that's the thing I'm also thinking in my head. We might not even find out everything that happened. The mystery might still remain a mystery, like of the house or why it's haunted or this and that. And what did the mom see? She saw the old woman in the bed and a kid in a wheelchair, wheeled out. And the same thing that happened to her, where like she feels like she's having the strangest dream. She was on the floor the whole time, but her husband saw her playing cat and mouse with him, and then the windows exploding and low-key the dad is pissing me off. Dog, they already hate you. They already think you're a piece of like whatever protection you were trying to protect them. I get the sentiment. Clearly didn't work. So just talk. Even with Luke, that he finally told Luke like she didn't kill herself, but I knew you already knew that, or something like that. Even Luke still asked, what did you mean by that? She still won't tell Luke. The one person of all of them who actually believe, you still won't tell him. So what the f are you protecting them from? I'm done. Have a great day.